Hello and welcome to our Banter Blitz show. It's a little bit late, but I felt a nice coffee would help. So, yo. Okay, so let's get going. This is the final position of the German show. Okay, who is on? Wow, long list of challenges. Maybe I'm starting just at the top. At least I managed to somehow keep my rating. Oh, F5. The thread opening. I don't know. Is that all that solid? It doesn't look very solid. C3. He's playing it like it's some opening theory. Is there something that I should worry about? Maybe. Just going to develop quickly. Cannot be all that terrible. Rook E1 is on the cards. Okay. So I can take a couple of times and check. He's got G6 against the check. Yeah, maybe just Rook E1. And maybe you can actually take on F5 here. What a weird opening. F3, he's got bishop C5. Then he will castle long or some nonsense. That could work. That could work. Bishop C5, bishop E3. Yeah, I mean I saw that, but was tough to do anything else really. F3 looked very principled. Pawn takes, pawn takes. I cannot really play. So I didn't quite refute this stuff. I mean F5 just loses on move 1, but probably C3 was too lame also. I might still win the queen. Maybe he's got some wacky tactic available. I don't see what tactic exactly, but okay, so I take. And now here. Don't quite see the big point. Probably there is no big point, I'm just a piece up. He wants to play bishop G4, it seems. Yeah, come on, let's develop stuff. Also intending knight b5 or knight c4 maybe. Bishop g4, I just take c5. This is probably easiest now. Or maybe queen f2 actually. Queen f2 takes. Doesn't lead anywhere. No, but queen e3 is also good. I only need to get the knight back into the game. Yeah. Is there something? No, h3. No real threat. I can also play queen to a7, which is probably the end. Or the rook g2, some nonsense. Rook g2, king takes. Rook g2, king takes, check. Yeah, it shouldn't work, but whatever. This is just trading more material and should win. Just technically, without any complications. Help! What is going on here? Woo. Okay, knight f5. Somehow I picked the e-pawn. Okay, so we have one f5. It's not to be recommended, but I didn't quite refute it, I guess. Okay, so Silvo. Let's play Silvo. Some of the higher rated guys, maybe. To readjust this stuff. Yeah. Ugh, what's that? Please. So I'm playing the Scotch 4 Knights, the most solid opening ever. Because I'm 6 points behind him, so a draw will net me a fraction of a point. No, actually not, but I think this is not a bad opening at all. It's very reliable. Yeah, probably castle long anyway. Bishop b5 maybe. Yeah, Irvin, I think you asked about this. Can you improve to IM? I don't know. It is. You said that you wanted to invest lots of time. If you realistically invest the time, have you can play lots of tournaments and so on. Maybe. Most of the time, though, it's difficult to actually get all this time invested that you say you want to invest. Okay, so in this game against Silvo, queen to e7, that's not quite clear to me. He wants to castle long here. Take doesn't really help. Well, just g4 looks good for g5 and knight d5. Yeah, Silver, I cannot answer your question. There's simply no ready-made answer. I don't know you personally, so it's difficult. It is definitely not possible. I mean, some people believe that absolutely everybody can get to a certain level of playing, and I'm not really buying that. I think that for IM, for example, you need a certain base talent, and I don't know if you have that talent. If you lack it, you simply can do whatever you want, you never get there. Yeah, this is not so great here, this position. Okay. I'm just playing for that slight weakness there on f7. Wait, I can actually take with the knight and go to e3. That's where I am. Okay. Okay, knight to c4. Can I get there? Okay, I probably have to go here. Yeah, this is probably still just equal. My bishop is not good, yeah, compared to, if you look at the pawns. But my mobilization is quite good. I'm quick with my activity. Yeah, I think it's probably just equal. G5 I don't think is so great for black. What is he trying to do? I can play bishop b3, knight c4, d6. This is something I could try. Still probably not much going on. Okay, have to take. Knight to d6 now would be a check. Now knight d6. That's no. Yeah. I think it was probably an equal position, but it wasn't so easy for him to handle. I don't think so. Yeah, thanks for the game, Silvo. Was tough. Okay, so let's play some people I haven't played before. Sielecki. Okay, it's got a really high rating. So knight f3. No. Yeah, here I have a couple of options. I usually play bishop f5. That was just almost a mouse slip. Yeah, rook e8 of all moves, but e5 was already gone at this point. Close to my all-time high here. Yeah, e4 now is a lot better, yeah? Because I don't have bishop g4. Yeah, bishop g4 was just a bad idea. Anyway, I mean, this is such a slow position. It's not ideal to give to white two moves, but it's still quite reasonable. Well, I don't know. Some of those questions are really funny. What we are thinking about knight f3, h6. Stefan Bücker likes it. Yeah, well, Bücker has released many things. And the funny thing, he rarely plays this stuff, the stuff that he recommends, and for good reason. Jorge asks, can I become a candidate master? Yeah, well, that is it's certainly easier to do than GM or IM. Yeah, thanks for the good feedback, Novelty. He or she, according to the picture, says that enjoys the show. Okay, here. Oh wait, no, I still take. Richard Rapport has played that already, so you cannot say he will play it soon. He has done that already. Yeah, here Sielecki, yeah, he decides to snatch this. E7 is hanging. I'm really not sure how much of an issue that is for me. The hanging b pawn is a little bit of a nuisance. This is probably right. I'm still not so much worried here, because I have my dark squared bishop is potentially quite strong on c5 or d4, and if you get in, yeah, if you get in the control there, like here, I get the e file. Could have played c5, really. I don't know. When exactly? Yeah, Report played that against, I think, Grigorian or something. The opposite colored bishops are quite important here. His pawn is not worth all that much. So rook e2, maybe bishop e6 is the idea. Yeah, I can play rook e1, but I don't want to. That looks... It sounds a bit weird maybe, but... I'm trying to be... trying to be ambitious here. I want to play for a win here, this position. And now I maybe can. I mean, the bishop on a4 is just bad. The CM title, does it have any benefits? Not that much. But even the FM doesn't give all that much. So I'm trying to double on the second rank now. Okay. That's true, yeah, you can play something like Title Tuesdays. So, how is he going to do anything from here? Not much. I'm threatening bishop d4. So I can do this. And now bishop d4. How isn't f2 collapsing? There is b4, but I take c4 then. Okay. Yeah, this is the problem. I mean, he had the pawn, but that didn't really help all that much. He's got some pawns. How do I win this actually? Probably mating him somehow. Yeah, it was tough to keep together. Yeah, thanks for the game, Sielecki 182. Okay, so who else? Anybody? I never played SRFP. And Essa is not playing. It seems. Come on. Here we go. Yeah, mainline Spanish. I had this in the German show already, and there was a request for the Chigorin variation Keras. Yeah, I can try to do that, but he doesn't comply. Okay. Yeah, there's a discussion in the chat. Should you actually get titles like CM or FM? It depends a little bit. I think, I mean, you have to see that you have to pay money for all the titles, yeah, to register by FIDE. And I mean, if you are really a promising player that seems to be able to reach, let's say, IM, it doesn't really make it doesn't make that much sense to spend money on one of those lower titles. On the other hand, I mean, sometimes federations pay the fee, or I don't know. It's not huge money. I bought the FM title back then, when that was 22 years ago. It's really a long time. At the time, I didn't really think about this all that much. if I could reach IM or whatever. I was just thinking, okay, this is kind of logical to do. Yeah, it's what you have achieved, and let's get this title. And I didn't think about it all that much. With hindsight, you could have saved that money because the FM title never netted me anything. But it's I don't think it's particularly a bad idea to get those titles. I think there are also some benefits. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure, but it could be beneficial it depends on what chess federation you are in and so on. It could be beneficial. I got the FM in 1995, I think, or 1996, something like that. 1995, I think. I was 21 at the time. I think it could be beneficial to get those titles for getting certain privileges for junior players. I think that could be helpful. I'm not totally sure. To get certain support by the chess federation. I'm not totally certain, but it could be the case. I don't have one favorite player. Actually, it's a bit strange. I mean, currently you don't have this kind of I mean, when I started with chess, it was this huge rivalry between Karpov and Kasparov, and you sort of at the time you were supporting one of the two, yeah. And back then I always somehow was more of a Karpov fan, but it's nothing. It looks a bit strange. Queen a2 maybe also. Let's go in. And nowadays there isn't this kind of rivalry where you kind of say, okay, you're either supporting this player or the other player. And I always liked Kramnik's play a lot when he was getting better. He was improving and challenged Kasparov. I still do, actually. I think Kramnik's play is very good model to, let's say, to something to aspire to. It's logical. It's and kind of understandable what Kramnik is usually doing. Not easy to do, but it's kind of something that you can try to take something from, which is sometimes difficult with very tactical play. Okay, so I'm relatively relaxed here because of the time situation. Let's get in there. Yeah, back in the day, Karpov was perceived more as a supporter of the Soviet regime, and Kasparov was more of a rebel. But I don't know. Mostly, I think they disliked one another because of the 1984 match, and yeah, but that's politics, and really tough to evaluate nowadays. Okay, so 1e4 against pawn holder. You don't really get any starting fees advantages with FIDE Master. It never really netted me a single cent, I think. not really. Jorge wants to know if Vincent Keimer can reach the world elite at chess. Yeah, maybe. He's really, really good, yeah, at his age. So it is certainly possible. Yeah, Pawn Holder is not playing. It's Grandmaster Ilincic. Why is that 216? Did we play some bullet against one another at one point? 216 feels ridiculous. Really? Yeah, he doesn't play. I'm happy to accept a later challenge, but cannot wait the whole time. Just challenge again. Maybe he just has a small break or anything. Okay, Deltanius. Let's play Deltanius. Okay, get the Scandinavian defense. I'm currently working on an e4 based repertoire, and I have to admit that I have not yet looked at the Scandinavian in any sort of detail. So this might be tricky. Bishop g4, that should never be a big issue. I think you just have the h3 g4 business, or you get the bishop pair for free. Okay, just here at long castles. Yeah, this is pretty comfortable for white. Yeah, this is probably true, yeah, that Karpov was perceived as more pro-Soviet because of the history with Korchnoi. Yeah, that's certainly true. I think I'm going to provoke f6. Question, if I think that Kotronias is right, that Queen d6, c6 Scandinavian is a legit opening. Yeah, I think he made a book on that, right? Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to argue with Kotronias. He's a pretty well-respected theoretician, but I'm not really. I think cannot really say anything there. I have never looked at this opening in any sort of detail. I will do so shortly. But, I mean, the Scandinavian will always be an opening that is, of course, playable and not bad, but it will always be slightly better for white. It's pretty much unavoidable. But it is easy to play, which is an important factor. Yeah, rook h2 e1 next. I wonder if taking on d4 is a move, but I just play rook e1, I guess. Taking on d4 looks ridiculous, actually. Opening up my bishop, but it's difficult for him to get his pieces organized. My bishops on g3 and b3 are really, really great. Yeah, sure. Pawn holder, just challenge me again. So if I take here, I can just take this pawn on f4 ultimately. Is there something else? No, I'm just taking this stuff. Threatening bishop e6 also. Bishop e6. Yeah, his bishop cannot easily develop. I can maybe check here. And then rook d1. g6, queen f6. Knight to e6 maybe. Yeah, ck is probably the Caro-Kann. Caro-Kann. So, yeah. So queen f6, there's actually bishop g7 now. He will play bishop h6 here. I can still take and do this. It's better for me still because the bishop is a lot better than the knight, and he's somewhat stuck to h7 probably. Bishop g8, h7. Okay, this one. c5, bishop e6. Okay. Dominating the knight. I think Caro and Kann, I'm not sure they were German actually. I think at least one of them was from Austria. I'm pretty sure. On my way to g3 here with the king, and now rook will come to d5 or f5, and he resigns. Yeah, he's got less time, and it is a pretty rotten ending. Yeah, one was from Austria, right? Yeah, I was pretty sure about that. Yeah, thanks for the game, Deltineus. Okay, yeah, pawn holder. Let's go, pawn holder. Why is my way? I don't even understand why I have 217. That's weird. How do we get 19 games on the road? I don't really understand. We haven't played that many games in the Banter shows, and I don't think really strange. So we have the Scotch 4 knights again. Sleepwalk chess. Not anymore. He has taken on c3 and I just got the bishop pair for nothing. He's got a decent structure, but Still don't think it's good. I mean, I'm perfectly willing to believe that my score is negative against him, but I don't think by that degree. Okay, so let's go for the pin. He's just not spending any time. Is that so ridiculous what I'm doing here? Check, check. It looks terrible for black. And bishop e6 is just about holding, or what is the deal? Maybe this is even better. He cannot move the f-pawn due to the pin, and this is an additional annoyance. Okay. He didn't move, that's good. I got a phone call and it was like, yeah, usually you get an info who's calling. It was anonymous, very, very, as Ben Feingold would say, suspicious. But it wasn't something bad. Yeah, so rook e3 now, I guess. Hard to believe that should be. His name is pawn holder. Cannot hold this. So queen h6. Queen h6, queen d6 probably, king f2, rook g3. Wow. Okay, so king f2. I mean, he's constantly swindling me out of completely winning positions, so I have to look. It's just what happens quite often. What then? Queen c5 or something. I don't see it. Queen c5. King e2. I don't see a win, which is pretty embarrassing probably. I can try this again and look again, but I don't see it. I am just going to h4. I think that could work. Just in the chat, that's funny. Who nicht access, you cannot walk the king to h4. Why not? Why can I not do that? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Okay, that should do the trick. Queen g5 and f6, I think, should win on its own, basically. Win the f pawn. Yeah, thanks for the game, pawn holder. That was tough. Very tough defense. I think it worked, going with the king to h4. Okay, so new game. Smyslov Vasily. Okay, let's play. Okie dokie, Vasily. Yeah, this looks like a boring opening, but I don't know. I don't think it's that easy for black. h6. He wants to prevent bishop to g5. Yeah, knight a4. I'm trying to get the bishop. Yeah, Jay Fisher called this. was nice, but I really spotted it just the same second as you posted it. Okay, so I'm happy to have the two bishops as usual, even though this is a very sound position for black. What is that though? Where do you go? To e5. I get f4 maybe. Queen d4 and f4 maybe. Chaba asks, what am I thinking about the queen e7 line in the Scotch format? Yeah, this is an option, but is it exciting for black? I don't think. I mean, black can play that, but you can play many things. It's not super attractive. Okay, f4 is a threat. I think f6 looks like the move you probably should play. Okay, takes queen takes. Yeah? I will win a pawn then. Yeah, I can still win the pawn, and I think I will. It's probably the best that I can do. Yeah, pawn holder is writing about the score. And I think that must be some mistake. I mean, I'm quite clearly behind, but we never played that many games. Like 17-3 is that just not happened. We didn't play that many games. If I take, wait. Yeah, let's put pressure on the d-pawn. Maybe rook a2 is the idea. Yeah, that was this idea. Yeah, let's attack here. Attack the rook. Maybe it won't go back. It won't go back, the rook. So let's get this out of the potential problems. Yeah, how do you convert this with white? Queen f5 maybe, and rook d1. Not sure here about all that. I'm actually thinking about taking this simply to enter with the heavy pieces. It looks a little bit strange to take this. But if I can enter with rooks, that's a different story. Bishop takes f6. Maybe I had a tactic. Yeah, possible. That's really possible. It's mentioned in the chat. He's attacking e4. That was pretty stupid what I'm doing here. I completely forgot that e4 is hanging now. I was thinking I'm just entering on the 7th, but oops. He could have taken e4. Yeah, that also works. Oh, what a terribly played game. Really, really bad. I'm really annoyed by this. I had that was probably just winning, and now I couldn't walk the king to g6. I looked at it, but it didn't work. Yeah, it is, of course, it is just a draw, but there's also nothing I can do. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Yo, so a draw at the end. That's bad, from a basically winning position out of the opening. Okay, who else is on? Recursed Idefix. I can go Idefix. The show is until 4 p.m. Central European Time, so roughly half an hour. Yeah. Have this again. So I'm practicing it a little bit at least. Aha. Seems people don't like the d5 positions all that much. Here black can try to win a pawn, but as far as I remember, yeah, this is a reasonably risky business. As far as I remember. It's I've looked at this 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I felt that this is quite risky for black. I mean, I'm not saying it's terribly bad, but it is a risky affair to grab this. I have a pretty weakish king for the rest of the game. Really? Isn't that far away from the defense? Okay. Let's just take first and then consider this again. Of course, he's got Rook e1 in the mix. Yeah, let's do this. Just prepare Queen h5. He doesn't care. Okay. Bishop e2 or something? No, Queen h6. Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm really threatening much. Rook f5 maybe. Yeah, Rook f5, Rook f, yeah, probably. And then he's got Rook e6. Oh my god. Okay. That's always the kind of game that I really dislike. Opponent plays a dubious opening and somehow gets away with it. I really think this is highly dubious to grab this stuff. Anyway, now he's got Queen e4 coming. Bishop d4 is an idea. Rook f2 looked awkward. Wasn't that the only move? Okay, so he returns stuff. Okay. Queen e1, blundering a pawn with the queen trade, yeah, which he will do. Yeah, not good. Okay. It's a bit surprising. Equal material all of a sudden. Looks like a draw. Yeah, he accepted the draw. That was lucky. Rook e1 here or something? I don't know. I don't believe in this. Bishop e6, a6 in particular. Okay, anyway. So, Nirvana. Next game. Nirvana. And he goes... Knight f3. Yeah, you can play knight queen f3, but you can also just give away the pawn. I don't think this is good. I mean, maybe playable, but white shouldn't be in trouble or anything. Okay, so we got the English 4 knights. Ooh. Yeah, this is actually rather boring. Or this one. Yeah, this has been played in recent years by some good players. I think even Carlsen gave it a go, but it was a pretty boring game as well. Well, I'll probably have to take... Yeah, go for the development here. What's going on? Taking on c6 looks wrong. Okay. Maybe this for bishop a6 or queen a6 rather, even though queen c2. Yeah, bishop a6 doesn't help. Yeah, he can castle. Bishop a6, rook b1 is awkward. Ah, you have to play queen h5 immediately instead of taking on e4. Something like that, okay. I think, again, I don't think it's like terrible for black, but it's not a really good line. Okay, here maybe bishop d6 is not bad. Didn't do it. Yeah. Bishop a6. There's rook b1. Don't like it really. That I don't like. Yeah, he can even consider to do this and try to play on the dark squares. Yeah, queen a6, I guess. I didn't even see that. That's funny. I didn't see that coming. Well, maybe he goes like f4 or something. I have f5. My idea is to go bishop e6, use the light squares. Of course, it's opposite colored bishop, so in some cases, if we trade down to just the bishops, I will be probably okay, even with material down, but there's still a lot on the board. Yeah, I expected that to happen. I couldn't really do much. I'm just playing this that I can take on f4 next and then bishop e6. Yeah, if I push this, I don't know, it's both bad. Here at least my bishop will be good on d5 as well, at least better than with a pawn on e4. It is better for white, however, pretty clearly better even. Just bishop to e5 is better for white, and yeah. Yeah, he will do queen g3. Cannot do much about it. Rook d7. Rook d1, rook f7. That's pretty annoying. Okay. Not sure what this does. I mean, I can do it. I can play that, but I don't see the direct benefit. If he allows rook e6, g6, I'm in business again. And he covered g2. I think I've gained a little bit here in the last couple of moves. This check, however, it's awkward. Okay. What is white doing? I don't quite know. I mean, it's difficult to spoil this position completely. It's really difficult to do. He's not making much progress. But I cannot really claim claim anything either. I've got more time. How is he covering the G2 pawn? Not at all, I think. So, continues. Yeah, I lost on time. Okay, so what's the time? 15:53. So 1 or 2 more games are certainly on. Mean Gene is a new opponent. Let's play 1 or 2 new guys. And 1e4 again. So I'm actually improving a little bit my rating here. Mean Gene. He might be mean, but he's not playing. Does not play. Okay. Playing this again. But we'll see what happens. Oh. Homeless on Wi-Fi. You never know, you can still make that final I am norm. I made the first 2 norms in 1997 and the final one 14 years later. 14 years, so it's always possible. Wow. Weird. That looks very weird. Just taking stuff here in the middle. Is that really good? Okay, I'm attacking his bishop now. Got the check on e6. Maybe I should have checked him, but it's not bad. Yeah, if black somehow could play this back, yeah? Play f. Did he actually see that my knight hangs? He did. Okay. So I'm grabbing this. Oh. I actually completely overlooked, yeah, that I cannot take a7. That's not so great. Takes here. That's a bit annoying. At least rook b2 doesn't work now, as the rook is hanging on f8. Rook a d1, he could take on d1, I think. Okay, now I can take a7, but I think I'm just going to cover the queen side. Rook a d1 next. It's still an issue that f pawn is weakening black's position so much. Tja, still not such a trivial technical task. I think I don't want to get back rank mate at first. Yeah, I thought rook e6 could be a problem, and also this one, maybe just rook e4. Okay, I cannot take it. Yeah, I thought that is actually not helping him, but I could be wrong. Rook takes, rook g4. Okay. Attacking h3. Oh. Yeah, he defended this extremely well. Actually, I've overlooked something. He's got queen f3 here. So I have to go to g1. And that I also overlooked. Wow, he's got 1600, this guy, and he defends like that. That's great. I'm not making a draw here, sorry. It is extremely drawish, that's true, but I'm still a little bit better because of the activity. I honestly don't think you will get a draw here all that much, all that often. Rook on the 4th, that was a bit trickier, I think. Rook b7 now is a threat. Yeah, this is too far away. Wow, very well defended here by Mean Gene. Whew, tough game. I shouldn't really win this. Anybody I haven't played yet? It's Elgago 2017. Yeah, this is, I just see we are past 4 already, so this is going to be the last game. I started a little bit late with the English show, so a couple of extra minutes are perfectly okay, of course. I know Elgago is not playing. I know he does. Okay, I have to torture you again with the exchange French. But my score is not that bad. I think I won all the games. Yeah, this is a very reasonable line for black. He is temporarily giving up the pawn, and I have to think about this one, yeah. Temporarily giving up the pawn. Sec on h7. Did I have something good? I didn't see anything. Okay, so h3. I don't want bishop g4. It's still not that easy position to play for black, because there was those two pawns. They cover quite a number of squares. I'm actually controlling the whole center, so it is not super easy for him to get it back. And if he does, I think it's still equal. It's really tough for white to be worse in the French exchange. Out for knight b5. How can you make the board that blue? I don't know. I set it up once and I kept it ever since. Never changed it. Yeah, this is actually quite lame. I should go queen b3. That is really lame. Okay, so is he threatening anything? I don't see it. I wanted to go to b3 anyway. Somehow queen c2. I'm not saying it was a mouse slip, but I wanted to go to b3, and then somehow I felt, well, why not queen c2? Yeah, bishop b4 maybe. Okay. But g4, I don't know. That looks weird. d6 maybe. This is attacked, but can also just go here, right? There's nothing particularly wrong with it. if I take on just here, right? Okay, so I can go d6 or I can go knight e5 maybe. Knight e5, It looks good though. It looks like a good move. You know, pawn takes, knight c3, knight hangs, knight moves, knight d5, and then everything is hanging, kind of e7, f6, and so on. That looks good actually. I'm okay with the mouse. I've just bought a new one. Basically bought the old one again. Yeah, knight d7 is pretty much what he has to do. Knight d5. No, I think I'm better, but okay, so I can just take b7 for sure. Rook g6. If I check here, I can take f6. King h7, knight f6 wins the queen. This is what he has to do. But if I take now, a king has to take, which looks kind of dreadful. And then I've got d5. Ah, that's neat. That's really neat. I didn't see it before, only now. And now I'm winning the queen or the rook or whatever, huge material. Okay, thanks for the game, El Galgo. That was an interesting end at least. And the exchange variation has struck again. Okay, so that was the double feature Banter Blitz show. 90 minutes German, 90 minutes English, 3 hours. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back next week exactly at the same time, Friday at 1, which will be the final show for roughly 3.5 weeks. I'll be on a longer vacation. What the weird car outside, that's strange. Anyway, sorry guys. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye, till next week. Bye bye.